YouTube, Voice of Stockton, and KXVS Radio. I will discuss relevant issues affecting animals and pet owners today, how to avoid common problems, and how to extend the quality of life for your cherished companions. As a community advocate, I will also discuss important social issues that affect our city. I plan to showcase organizations and heroes who are doing amazing things to help others. Remember to tune in every Tuesday morning at 10, starting soon.
The Third City Podcast is a production of Third City Coalition. In our show, we examine case studies in urban development in Stockton and other cities like Stockton across the country, exploring their local and regional impacts. Individual efforts play a role in Third City development, and it starts with you.
This is Barbara Berrigan-Perea with Delta Flows, a radio show by the Voice of Stockton and Restore the Delta. This is the weekly radio show where we discuss everything Delta related: the environment, water management, water quality, farming, history and culture, public events, recreation, Delta food, and the arts. Tune into Delta Flows on KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube at KXVS Radio.
This is Tom Patty, a San Joaquin County Supervisor. Join us weekly for our local reality show. We talk about all things local, political, current, and real. Join us on KXVS, the Voice of Stockton. Catch us at KXVS Radio or at thevoiceofstockton.org.
My name is Josh, and you're listening to KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, 92.1 FM. Catch us live on Facebook, YouTube, and the TuneIn app.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff. KXVS, the Voice of Stockton. It's time for a premiere of a new show, The Lance McHan Show with Lance McHan.
Hi, I'm Lance McHan here. The Lance McHan Show is brought to you by SellYourHomeStockton.com, where we like to discuss small businesses and nonprofits, where we highlight these local businesses to bring awareness to them and help them thrive in our community. And I'm here with Maria Thompkins. She's the president of Delta Patriots Blue Star Moms, which is a nonprofit. Hi, Maria. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Thank you for inviting me over.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad to have you. So, tell me a little bit about Delta Patriots Blue Star Moms.
Well, we're a nonprofit organization from Blue Star Mothers of America. We're a chapter for San Joaquin County, providing service to all the moms, dads, and associates that are willing to join us once a month, hopefully starting soon. We will be announcing on our new under construction website, which is through Facebook right now, and then hopefully the website, Delta Patriots Blue Star Moms. For Tracy, Manteca, Stockton, Lodi, and Lathrop.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, why is Blue Star Moms important to you?
Well, it is very important because when I first moved here from Colorado to Stockton, I had two children that were deployed at the time. One was on the Carl Vinson, and the other one, she was in Afghanistan. And it was a very hard time for me, and I had a supervisor at the time. She's now at Salvation Army as a case manager, Susan Fury. And she mentioned to me about Blue Star Moms. When she mentioned to me about Blue Star Moms, I asked her, what is it? And she said it was to help other moms in support with the same situation that I was going through, feeling like I had nobody to talk to or who to reach out and who would understand. So at the time, I went online and explored it and found that they had one in Escalon, So I reached out to San Francisco. I just went through the whole guide. And
Okay.
this was over a year ago. So I finally got through the moms, the presidents of the Blue Star Moms in Escalon and San Francisco, and they helped me get the Blue Star chapter here in Stockton.
So how did they help you on a personal level?
The way they helped was when I started going to their meetings was one of the most important things is distracting my mind, by
Right.
doing some painting on a canvas, which was really fun.
So to
doing
take
a
away
flag.
from the worry of your children in a battle zone or a combat situation, it helped you
Yes.
relieve some of that stress.
Very much. And seeing that I wasn't the only one, there was other mothers there too, whether they were in state or overseas. It was just comforting to be around them and know that,
You weren't alone?
we were not alone. And
Right.
my daughter as well, because she also was feeling alone. So it's not just for moms, because a lot of people say Blue Star Mothers of America or Blue Star Moms, it's only moms. No, dads and family members.
So
And
it
a-
benefits the whole family nucleus, not just moms, as the title
Yes.
would imply.
Yes.
So anybody could come to these events?
Yes, everybody can join. I am very excited. We should be inaugurating here shortly, and we will be announcing it. Hopefully, we'll announce it on your show.
Oh, cool. Hopefully.
And we do appreciate your support to our veterans, because you do a lot for our veterans in our
Well,
community.
well,
So thank you.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about you and what you're doing here today.
Yeah.
How do people get involved with Blue Star Moms? It sounds like it's a pretty open, anybody who wants to support veterans and the services that they provide for us are safety and security and everything. How do they get involved in that?
Well, it's really easy. For now, I guess they will have to go on the website and contact us because we will be uploading the form. Moms, the cost is $30 to join, and all associates and dads is
So
free.
men.
Yes. It's free at no cost for them.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yes.
So the next step is what benefits, like what else do you do besides help the moms? Because I know that you guys do a lot of things for the soldiers and deployed military.
active?
Active duty. So what is it that you do for them?
So we would be doing a lot of care packages, sending them out overseas. If they're in state, we will do that too. We will be visiting the CBOC, which is the clinic, community clinics that we have for the veterans.
Okay.
And so CBOC is community-based.
Organization that helps.
No, community-based
Oh,
clinic.
okay.
CBOC.
Okay.
So it's a clinic that we have. Sorry, I always get this one wrong. But anyways, so we would go visit our military, whether they're active, injured, or whatever. It's an outpatient clinic.
Okay.
And we'll be visiting there. I'm looking forward to that with our moms and whoever's with us, to give some support, let them know that they're not alone. They have a whole community here to help them out.
The veterans.
The veterans and active,
Okay.
yes, and families.
So when you're putting these care packages together, what do soldiers like? What is the number one request that you get?
Well, just from when my son was overseas, he's Navy, and they were asking for a lot of beef jerky.
Beef jerky?
Yes.
A little taste of home, huh?
Yes, they want a beef jerky, and I would send the ones from the store, and then the guys would send me messages and saying, "Hey, can we get some of that fresh turkey from?" I'm sorry, beef jerky from the meat market. you know?
Okay. So the fresher the better. You want to turn that phone off?
Yeah, sorry,
It's all right.
it was off, but it's the alarm.
Oh.
Sorry.
Anyways, as we proceed. So beef jerky, What else do they like?
They like popcorn. If they have popcorn, microwave. They also like sweets. They don't get a lot of sweets. It depends where they're at. So we try to put a little of everything in there. Candies. Depending if they're like in Afghanistan, chocolates is not very good because it will melt. It's very hot out there. So we just try to put hygiene products in there too. We take donations as well.
Okay. Because I remember I was helping you with a little drive. There was a big need for socks, like something you wouldn't think would be a need, but they wanted socks.
Yes, that I appreciate Yvonne. Yvonne Wills, she started the sock drive.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
And we hope to continue the sock drive. That is a huge, huge need. They're very appreciative about that. They've been asking for more. I had said that we need to get ourselves, situated before we continue. Yvonne looks forward to it. Her mom did a big part of it too, which I appreciate.
Your trunk was full of socks. I was like,
yeah. The socks that they have explained is if they're thin, they tend to sweat, with those boots that they wear, and they could get fungus and stuff. So they were asking for the thick socks. I don't know if I could say name brands, so I'm not going to say.
Okay. Yeah, probably won't be good.
Yeah, so they're thick socks that we get at certain stores, and I will be posting that online as well, and I'll have her do that with me.
Okay. So your Facebook page is Delta Patriots Blue Star Moms.
Yes.
It's under construction, but they can go in there and message you if they want to be a part of the Blue Star Moms.
Yes.
So this is your passion. So what do you do during the day? Because I know you're also involved with veterans on a daily basis for your job. So what is it that...
Well, I started at Catholic Charities, that's where I work. Okay. And I started there volunteering, and now I'm a veteran case manager. I've been doing this for almost 5 years, and it's very close to my heart, of course.
Of course.
And that is helping the homeless veterans and getting them into housing. We pay for security deposit, for rent, utility deposit.
So and then veteran outreach, you go out to the homeless encampments and talk to the homeless and see if there's veterans out there that need help?
Yes. So I'm the housing specialist, Yvonne Wills. She's the outreach specialist, so she does a lot more of that than I do. Once in a while I go with her, but not all the time. And then we have we're broken up in different categories. But we have meetings as well. That is something I brought over. We're going to have what we call the Vet Fam Connection.
Okay.
We did that last year, and we're going to start it on March 7th on Wednesday from 9:30 to 11. And we gather our veterans, and when they did that last year, they would come and meet with us. We'll have snacks for them, water, coffee, and give them every class session something different. Like this time, we're going to do credit repair.
Okay.
So you're welcome to come.
Oh, yeah.
And
being
then
in real estate, it definitely helps.
Yes. And then we're also going to start a new program that is for landlords and realtors in property management, trying to be a little detail on that on March 15th.
Okay.
We're looking forward to gathering everybody to talk about how to help our veterans that are getting housed through them, how to overcome the fears of what goes on with them, because there's a lot more that goes on once we house them. And that's a question that goes on a daily basis.
Yeah, I've been dealing with Catholic Charities and housing veterans for the past 4 years, and it's been a very rewarding experience. That's how I met you, and that's why we're here today.
Yes.
Not every veteran is the right fit for you, just like every tenant isn't the right fit for you. So for me, I like to be able to serve the ones who served and give them an opportunity to, restore their dignity, put a roof over their head, as well as have their own space, have their own kitchen where they could cook and take their own shower whenever they want. It's important to me, as well as it's important to you.
Well, You housed a lot of our veterans with no money, which was such a blessing for a lot of the veterans. And I know a lot of veterans appreciate what you've done for them. And a lot of people have no clue, you know. So
I know.
I always let people know as much as I can, you know, Lance McHan, you know. And you've also helped them, now that you're a realtor, help them purchase their homes.
Yes.
And that's impressive.
That was our one shared client. That was an amazing story.
Yes.
She I remember meeting her. She was with you and Yvonne, and she was homeless, and she moved in like 4 days later, and 2 years later she ended up buying she bought her own home.
Yes.
You know,
and that's a stigma with the word homeless for a lot of people. They don't want to deal with our homeless, but they don't understand the whole story behind it, you know. Let's ask our homeless, what is your need? How can I help you? Just like you came forward to us and said, how can I help, you know, the homeless veterans? Right. And you're not a veteran yourself, and you just had the heart to do it. So we want to work with more landlords and property managers if they can help us understand more veterans and guide them, because they need guidance and
so some of these homeless veterans don't realize that they have benefits that are waiting for them to take advantage of, and that's the sad part, is they're homeless and they don't need to be, because they have opportunity that's in front of them that they could take advantage of for serving our country.
Right. And
it's not always an easy process, and that's where you and Yvonne and the Catholic Charities come in. So what exactly do you guys do? Well, give me a scenario. A homeless veteran comes to you. What do you do? How's it start?
So we help with wraparound services, what we mean with wraparound services, because a lot of people don't understand, is helping them with the resources. So we don't hand them just a piece of paper and say, hey, here, just go there. We make the phone calls. We help connect them with the next step. Like, how are they going to get income if they don't have income? If they don't have an ID, get them connected with Social Security, with state ID, Social Security, VA disability. That's a big one right now, because a lot of our veterans don't want to apply for VA disability. And then when they do, and they get the pay,
it's a blessing to them.
Back pay. Yeah, they come back really ecstatic, and they're like, oh, I got all this money. What am I going to do with it? And they don't know what to do, right?
So but that's where you guys come in. You help guide them through that process, because you know, getting that large chunk of money sometimes is overwhelming. Yep. And my experience is the first thing they want to do is they want to go buy stuff for their friends who've helped them this whole time. I had veterans, you know, a couple of my veterans were letting other homeless people shower, but not realizing the impact it had on me and their neighbors. So that's where you guys come in and help. It's not a here you go program. It's where you guys are continually involved, and as a landlord I can reach out to you and go, hey, I'm having a problem with this tenant. Let's have a meeting. Let's get together. Let's fix this and see what we could do to get them integrated back into society. Right.
Get them back on their feet, because some of them end up going to school as well, and that's another benefit that they have. Go to school, and then they get paid through their programs. GI Bill or Voc Rehab. And then at Catholic Charities, we also have the food pantry. We have ladies there that can help them apply for Medi-Cal and help apply for food stamps. We have senior services, immigration services, which is a big thing nowadays.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You guys do everything.
Yes, we have a lot of programs.
So Catholic Charities isn't just for veterans. There's a whole gamut of different things.
Yes.
So if somebody knew a homeless veteran or knew somebody who was a veteran that needed some service, what would they need to bring to you? Just a warm body, or?
Well, we usually ask for DD-214 for them to come in, but a lot of times some of them don't have their DD-214, so we also help them request for their DD-214. Sorry about this. Sorry. So their DD-214 is
what's that?
Their separation documents from the military, and that will tell us what branch, military branch they were in, were they dishonorable, honorably discharged, or however they were discharged. How long did they serve in the military? And I want to say that not all DD-214s will say everything, so sometimes they have more than one form. And then at the bottom of the form, there's numbers. So there's a member number for. Yeah.
So it's a little bit of specialty and skill trying to read those things.
Yes.
So if somebody come to you and they didn't have anything, how long would it take for them to start seeing some results from, like, if they didn't have a DD-214 or an ID or Social Security card, how long does that process?
It depends on the veteran themselves. You know, if they're willing to do it, sometimes within a month. And then also we work in concurrent with HUD-VASH, which is Housing Urban Development for veterans. If you go apply to, say, for Section 8 yourself as a civilian, you know, it would take you years before you could get a voucher. But if you're a veteran, you could get it within 30 days, depending on how many vouchers we have out there.
Right. HUD-VASH is a pretty good program because that's the program I've dealt with. They actually drive veterans around to look at houses and help them fill out the applications and all that stuff. That's a pretty amazing program that is out there to take care of our veterans.
And a lot of people don't know they can go there. I mean, they just go to Housing Authority Tuesdays at 9:30 and apply. They need their DD-214 again, and their IDs and their income if they have income. If they don't, it's okay. They come in anyways and they sign up. Other programs that we go through a lot is.
And where's the housing place at, in case people want to?
Between Center and El Dorado. The way I always describe it to people, because if I say an address, they don't know how to find it. There's McDonald's under the Highway 4, and then behind it, going south, there's another building, and then you see the Housing Authority.
Okay.
So if you go back in the Housing Authority there.
So they go in there and sign up.
And just say you're a veteran, and make sure you're saying you're a veteran. But it's on Tuesdays only.
Tuesdays at what time?
9:30.
9:30. So anybody or even landlords could show up if they want to get involved and help house veterans. It's not just for veterans, because I've been there a few times and spoke with the veterans and let them know what do they need as a landlord's perspective. What am I looking for? What do I want to see from you? Or if I have a vacancy, hey, I have a vacancy. Anybody have a voucher that they're ready to get? And they come look at my place and house them.
Yeah, you could talk to the social workers.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of really nice social workers you could talk to.
And the social workers are good because, again, that's another point of contact when I'm having an issue with the veteran, or if they're not, out of all the veterans I've had, I've only had 2 issues over the past 5 years.
Wow.
But it was nice to be able to have that support where it's not just me being where they think I'm being mean to them or disrespectful or trying to tell them how to live their life. There's Catholic Charities yourself and their social workers saying, hey, this isn't right. If you don't fix this problem, get these people that don't belong here out, you're going to have to move out and lose your voucher. And it's happened, unfortunately, but there's nothing I can do about that because they have to respect the other people around them. They're living quarters as well.
Yeah, and we're trying to work with Delta Humane Society, see if we could get, we're trying to call out Pets for Vets, see if they'll come and join them, Delta Humane Society, and work with them so we can all work together and help our veterans in our community, because
those service dogs are important.
Yes.
I mean, to most people it's just a dog or whatever, but to them it's unconditional love and support, even though it's an animal or a cat or whatever. It means so much to them, and I've seen it change some veterans' lives.
Yeah, it really does. I know for my daughter, in our experience in our family, it's changed her life a lot. So and then seeing our veterans too, it's really soothing for them. So it's another family member to them.
So Pets for Vets, is it up and running yet, or is it something
No, it's an organization that's out there, and we're trying to reach out to them to come and join Delta Humane Society so that they can work in our community together and help us with our veterans in our community.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And they're out off of Clark's Drive out south?
Yeah, the Pets for Vets?
Yeah, where are they located?
They're up north.
Okay.
So we're trying to,
get all the veteran organizations together in one community. That's
yes.
pretty cool.
Yeah. So we're hoping that they come shortly and soon. So we also work in concurrent with DAV charities of San Joaquin.
Disabled American Veterans.
Okay, thank you. And if we don't have the funding for whatever reason for our veteran, or they're overqualified and they don't qualify for our program, for a better word, we refer them to them.
Okay.
And they will also help them with a lot more than we can do, because ours is a SSVF grant, which is supportive service for veterans and families.
Okay.
Disabled American Veterans.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm used to DAV.
I know. I'm just that way people know what it is. That's
Charities of San Joaquin. They help even fix vehicles. They help with to pay other things that we may not be able to pay for.
Okay.
We do pay for vehicle expenses at times, but not always.
It depends on funding as well.
Yeah. And it's also depending on their needs and why they need it. We're not going to just pay for everything.
It's not a free ride. It's,
yeah.
It's based on need, and it's not just, hey, can you pay this for me?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why we work so closely with them. And then we have Dignity Alcove, where they house some veterans and that's a program, like a substance abuse program, an anger management program for our veterans. That helps them. It's a program up to 2 years. It's a grant per diem. So we work closely with them too.
I'm well aware. I've had quite a few vets come out of there, and they've all done pretty well for themselves, I have to say. So Wednesday, March 7th at 9:30 to 11 at 1106 North Eldorado Street. Mm-hmm. That's the Vet Fam Connection. You could bring your questions, bring your veteran friends. They'll provide hands-on training. Resources will be available.
Yes.
So when you say resources, if somebody's needs something, needs to get their DD 214, this is the opportunity to help them and get their, if they need an ID or whatever.
And we also have a couple computers there that they can utilize and use to print. So we're trying to make it where it's user-friendly for our veterans.
Oh, nice.
Sometimes they need to do a resume or something. I know they go to WorkNet, another place that we work with.
Okay.
They have a veterans department for themselves at WorkNet, because a lot of veterans walk in and say, hey, I didn't get help, but did you ask for a veteran case manager in there? And they're like, no. So you're not going to get the help if you don't say, I'm a veteran.
I gotcha.
Not the same.
Is there then? What is the best number to reach Catholic Charities at? Is there a phone number that they could call?
Yeah. So we have our direct lines, but we also have a phone number that is our intake number, and it's 209-444-5935.
Okay.
And we serve not only San Joaquin County, but we serve Tuolumne, Calaveras, and Stanislaus County.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are all over the place.
Yes. And Mariposa now.
Mariposa. Who gets to drive out there?
Yes.
Yvonne? Or Dan?
I'm not sure yet.
It's a bit of a drive.
Yep.
Well, thank you for coming by today and sharing your story.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad to have you. So Delta Patriots Blue Star Moms on Facebook.
Yes. Look forward to it.
Yeah, let's get this thing launched and get it going for you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for coming to the Lance McHan Show.
Thank
Brought to you by SellYourHomeStockton.com.